Oh, that's a good burp. Right in the camera. You saving that one? Really? What else you got? Oh, there you go. Okay. You good? All right. Hey. Okay. So who else? Who did it? It was your mama, wasn't it? I knew it. You telling me? No, it's okay. Unless she really wants to say something. No, she tells us off. Like she be in my face just talking, saying stuff. My happy girl. I have a vision of her, right, where I see myself buying her a farm. Like I've been saying it, like she's gonna be like my farmer girl, my earth girl. Man, the biggest thing that Sophia has done for me is really I think she's the one that made us most comfortable with change, because as the third child and as the second child in 3 years, well, we were fully prepared for two children, right? Like, the vehicle we had and the space that we reside in, and just the whole lifestyle. Everything was, we knew the children were going to school. Everything was just mapped out. But having a third child, she was like the anomaly, like just the biggest change. And she's so different than her siblings as far as her demeanor and how calm she is, and she's poised, as we say. She really put the idea of change in a different space for me, especially, like, because everything is different. Everything is different. Our whole life, even like I said, we're gonna be getting out this space soon. Just our last year out here, so we're gonna be really. We need more space. I want grass. I want to plant trees and watch them grow with my children. You know. But this one right here, I don't have a favorite. But me and her have a particular bond that I cherish in our own special way. I have bonds with all my children. My boy is my boy. Ari's my first love. So we all have our own thing. What I love with Ari that we're doing right now, we said, I realized that she's not working towards nothing, right? So for me, basketball, I wanted to be in the NBA. So I'm practicing my handles, practicing my left hand. I'm training. I want to go to the league. Been that way since forever. When I start making music, I'm like, yo, every time I get an idea or every time I hear a new beat, I'm going to write a song. I don't, what Dom Kennedy says, I don't need a lot of beats. I just make sure one enough. As soon as the beat come on, first beat that came on, first hit that came out, we going to make a song. With Ari, she's not working towards anything as far as like in her own spare time. So I said, you know what? She's really into musical movies. So I'm like, yo, we're gonna write our own musical now. It's crazy because my guy Cass, he was telling me to turn my music into a screenplay. So I don't want to do that because that music is not prepared for that. It wasn't the intention. So I can write better music for a screenplay. So we're gonna write a whole new one. And that's what we're working on. That's the continuous conversation in the house right now. What's the plot? What's the characters? The main character, her name is Leela Cosmo. And my daughter made that up. Leela Cosmo. But these little people, yo, they really they help me become myself. I look in the mirror now and I see me, for a long time. Man, my daughter, here's real talk time, right? So my daughter, my wife found a list. My daughter wrote things that she hates about herself, which is scary for any fucking parent to find a list of things your 9-year-old hates about themselves, right? But in hearing things on the list, when I was her age, I never wrote a list, but I felt very similar ways. Thought my lips were too big, my skin was too dark. Sometimes I wasn't tall enough. Sometimes I was too tall. I was too skinny. I was too smart. Good burp, cuz. Good burp. Keep them coming. Right? And it was all these things I just did not appreciate about myself. I didn't like my family. I didn't like that I was from New Jersey. Wish I was from somewhere else. like Harlem or somewhere like Los Angeles. I wanted a different life. I had no concept of gratitude and just of self love. So I understand that what my daughter's going through, and the toughest thing right now is to have compassion, and just give her all the love, because it's I'm no expert in coaching children through emotional crises, right? And I didn't figure mine out till I was much older, when I had a different level of understanding of words and the world and myself and emotions. So the tools that I use to get myself out of it, I don't have a clue as of right now anyway what to say to her. But we figuring it out, because what else is there to do, right? These are the scars that make the journey beautiful. This is her story and her challenge to overcome, and we're gonna do it together. But it is scary. But if I'm honest, since I'm being honest, it's scary. So, and Ari's like, she's our first child, so she's 9 years old. James is 2. She's 4 months. So Ari's like, she's like the, for lack of better words, our test baby. Like, she's she's when we gotta iron the kinks. Like, all right, cool. We know that don't work. So those ain't gonna experience that, because that shit did not work. So unfortunately for Ari, she's our trial and error baby. So but thank God we getting it right. So her teen years are going to be awesome, as long as that's what she wants for herself. But yeah, just taking a step back, letting our children form their own opinions, and we help them shape. There is a right or wrong, because there is a good and evil out here. So some shit just don't fly. But allowing her to be herself, whoever that is, in this time in her life. I'm getting the hang of that, no matter how crazy it is. So it's cool holding her while doing my own interviews, because when James was a baby, I was sitting right at that same table in the spot over there. I'm doing interviews for the radio, interviewing this person from this movie and this person that made that album and this activist or whatever. And I got my boy in my hand holding a bottle. So yeah, asking questions, man, getting to the bottom of it, getting to it. So this right here is cool. Saying this, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. And the time is 12:17, so it's my time. See that? 12:17. It's my time. She don't care. She's on the bottom. But yeah, yo, like the evolution of Jimmy Dice, that album, my third tape, that album, man. If I could look back and tell myself when I was 25, if I could tell my 24, 25-year-old self things about life, I would tell that man to trust the process and trust yourself, yo. Trust the process and trust yourself. Create a system. Create systems. Goals are cool, but systems accomplish goals. Systems make it possible to keep accomplishing the goals. Once you have it on autopilot, create a system. I would tell that man, get out of the room if you're the smartest person in there. Say hi, speak your piece, and get up out of there. Because there's another room for you, which you can learn that you won't just be a teacher. And just like the teachers in our schools, you will be underappreciated. So don't always be the fucking teacher. Put your student hat on and seek guidance. But nevertheless, throughout that whole process, trust yourself. Discernment, get those goofies from around you. That guy with that haircut, get him out of here. That dude breath been stinking since 80 something. Get him out of here. That girl, her attitude is trash. She's going nowhere. Get her out of here. Get her away from you. Get them whack ass people away from you, dog. You're so valuable to the earth. And you got a lot of bums around you. Because you're trying to save people. They gotta save themselves. Yeah, I would just tell that man to love yourself, bro. Love yourself and be okay with change and let people go. because the people that you need are on their way. The people that you need are on their way. You know, we the thing about the whole toxic culture thing right now is that we're so fast to call somebody toxic. I need to get away from those people, but we don't speak enough about the relationships that we need to keep intact. There are people in your life that you need to apologize to. You know, there's apologies that you need to accept. There are people that are so valuable, who are so in their own way, that they don't know how to apologize. So you may have to start the conversation just to get the ball rolling. And don't seek apologies, you know, because apologies with the same actions are just patterns and they don't matter, you know. So but be okay with forgiving people and mending those relationships that are conducive to your growth. You know, we all are figuring this shit out, and the people we love are going to make mistakes. They're not going to always get it right. So don't expect them to. Yeah, man, get into fashion sooner. Rap is overrated, Brody. Oh my God, this rap shit is goofy. Get out of it. Yo, fashion. How about this, right? Fashion just as goofy, right? So what I've learned, right? A lot of the brands, some of the brands I really admire, really thought was dope. They didn't get on because they got dope designs or because they're great, you know, at fashion. People got on because they are assertive, they are conniving, and they know how to work the system. I'm talking about people who are creating fake frenzies around their designs and around their releases. You know, paying crowd, organizing companies to come buy their clothes and sell it out, or just, you know, to be online, make the line seem long so more people could join the line. People are giving their friends their own money to say, yo, go to the store and buy my hats and buy my garments and shit like that. It's a lot of people who have faked their way into great positions and now they're in, but now we got to deal with a lot of trash designs, a lot of trash music, you know. You know, a lot of gatekeepers that have no business even being in position are in the way because they are assertive and they understand America more than they understand the craft. And so, you know, I would tell my younger self to trust yourself, but the way they say life ain't fair, I don't know whether or not life is fair. I don't really believe in fair, but I know America has no concern of being fair. It's winners and losers, wolves versus sheep. You know, there are people who will eat you for lunch. You know, people step on your head to get out of the, you know, to get out of the hole. You know, right? You know, so yeah, looking at that album right there, it's crazy because I was younger and I was naive, and I really it's a logo on the back that says "Network or Die." Back then, I predicted that if artists don't start working, like collaborating, like again, because like Jay-Z and like the Rockefeller went on tour with Rough Riders, you know, so it wasn't like a foreign concept for people to work together. People went on tour all the time together. However, we didn't see the albums, like we didn't see, you know, the Future and Drake albums. We didn't see the, you know, the Ye and Kanye, people who are at the top of their game doing albums together like that. You know, yeah, we saying R. Kelly and Hov, but like we didn't see like the way it is now. We seeing Dirk and Lil Baby dropping albums and things like that. Like people eventually learned that, yo, for us to win, we got to win together. Ben predicted it. I wanted that for myself. I wanted that for my peers. I wanted us to work together, but it just didn't happen. You know, but Network or Die is still the concept. You know, because Drake is on tour with J. Cole right now, right? Like it's still the thing. Like, you know, it's still the thing. So those thoughts, yeah, man, that part.